I ran the ultimate test, 100 real hotels versus my AI agent. Everyone's talking about AI like it's magic, but nobody's actually putting it to the test. So I did. I manually called 100 different hotels, and then afterwards I ran an AI agent that my company built through the exact same test to see how it performed. And this isn't some theory, by the way. This AI agent has actually saved some of our clients hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year. But the real question is, can AI beat a human at their own job? And to be honest, I never thought that it would have gone as far as it did. If you are new to the channel, then welcome. My name is Liam. We've worked with small businesses all the way up to 8-figure companies to help them use AI the right way and see these crazy results. I don't want to say all this to sound fancy or to brag. I just want you to know that it's coming from experience and I actually know what I'm talking about. So that being said, let's jump straight into the human AI comparison. The first group did extremely well. Asking them to help me find the right room and make a reservation was very efficient, and they were extremely friendly and professional. I'm not surprised because this is what they do day in and day out, and it only took them on average 6.8 seconds to retrieve all the available bookings and give me a summary of the available rooms. Spoiler, yes, the AI is slightly faster, but these couple of seconds are hardly anything to consider in the grand schemes of the challenge. I thought the second round would be a lot more difficult for the humans to answer. But I think you can guess by the way I'm phrasing the sentence, they actually did an amazing job. I asked them very specific questions like, what's the full security process to issue a new one? And they instantly answered with,
if you lose the key and the guest comes to the front desk asking for a new key and say this is the room number, we ask for the IP to make sure it matches the room number they're asking for the key. And then if it matches, we make the key. If it doesn't match, we don't give any more information. We just don't make the key. Tell them that that's not the road number. We're not allowed to make the key.
Now I don't know if I just got lucky and only got to talk to experienced staff members, but I honestly believe that the AI won't have an upper hand in this one. We'll test this out in a moment, but the AI of course is only as smart as the knowledge you give it. That being said, if you do give it all the knowledge in your business, let it scrape your website and integrate it into your system, it will be able to search for answers way faster than a human ever would. However, for most questions being asked, an experienced staff member will be able to look and just remember the information pretty much exactly as fast as AI would. The next category is sales, and I was particularly interested to see how well the front desk staff could actually sell, because they are the first touch point for most new customers and a huge driver of revenue for hotels. Unfortunately, I have to conclude that they weren't very good. They were very helpful and very friendly, but there is a big difference between being friendly and being a good salesman. And once again, there's a big difference between being good at sales and being overly pushy. You see, most of the time, customers just want a little bit of service. They want you to make decisions for them, to help them, because you're the one with the knowledge. And there is a big difference between passively waiting for the customer to sell themselves and actively engaging and trying to help them make the right choice. The only time when I felt that there was some training in place was when it came to the memberships. This conversation, for example, clearly outlined a very structured approach and a good training in terms of making new customers become a member.
Okay, let me take a quick look and see. And then, so I can check for member discounts as well. Are you a member of McCoy?
No, I'm not.
Okay, if you're interested, I'd love to enroll you so you don't miss out on those discounts and also earn points for your reservation.
Unfortunately though, this is an exception because most conversation, even around membership, ended like this.
One adult, no children. Are you one rewards member with us?
No, I'm not yet, no.
Alright, so while I check here, can I have your phone?
So overall, hotel staff isn't the best at selling. And to be honest, that's not really what they were trained to do. I can't blame them. And in that vein, I think it would be very, very beneficial to have an AI that listens to the calls and at the end of the day, gives each staff member a breakdown on how they could have closed the lost deals. Sometimes customers say they need to think about it, sometimes customers just hang up the phone, and there are certain things that you can do and say without being too pushy to just help the customer make a decision and not lose the sale to another hotel. The last challenge is something that I think most of you have been looking forward to. We're going to see how easily we can push these people over the edge and make them yell on the phone and crack. I tried everything from insulting their website. I've got to say I didn't love your website.
You didn't love our website?
To insisting that I needed to check in my animal. I'm coming from Australia. I just landed this morning. And I did bring a small koala. Like, he's very quiet. Like, I can just leave him in his basket.
Sorry, we have no pets policy.
But he doesn't move. Like, nobody will know.
Sir, regardless what it is, okay?
Okay, usually you don't want it, right, because they get dirty, correct? But he can just stay in his basket.
No, we have a hardware floor, that's why.
I know, but
What about
he'll just
yours?
stay in his box. Like, I won't let him out. He can not eat for a day, that's okay.
No, thanks. We have to stick with the policy.
It's not very helpful.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.
Man, I'm very impressed with that guy. I asked them, do you have a no pets policy, or can I bring my kangaroo?
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is not a friendly pet hotel.
Oh, you don't need to be friendly, like, can I just bring him? Hello? Can you hear me? The worst thing that happened was that they hung up on me, and I even called this one lady who was an absolute angel. For 15 minutes straight, I sat there and I kept adding one more day to my itinerary and asking for the price. What if I stay for 3 nights?
Okay, so 3 nights because you're going to be here for a Friday night. The rate does go up a little more on the weekends, but I will let you know.
What about 5 days? What about 5 days? Like another day longer?
5 days?
I think we
Yeah.
can do even another night. How much would that be?
Departing on Monday?
Could we do one more night? How much would that be?
Sure. And that would be, again, you staying for 10, 11, 12 nights.
Okay, it's a bit too much. What if we did like 2
Yeah.
nights less? How much would that be then? How can somebody be this patient?
Check you out on Wednesday the 2nd or the 3rd.
How much would the 3rd be? Okay, what if we did like 2 nights less? How much would that be? After that got boring after 15 minutes, I asked if I could. I have it's a small parrot.
I'm just gonna go ask my boss really quick, okay? Because I've never had that request before. Yeah, they said no birds allowed. We're only dog friendly. That's it.
She even went to the manager and asked, and when the reply was no, I kept going. Can I keep him outside? Because he does have a little cage. I can like park him in front. That sounds horrible, but if I just put him outside.
Yeah, but where would he? Yeah, but somebody might come along and take him.
Oh, okay. Oh man, I wish I would have asked that question first. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
To be honest, if that didn't break people, I'm very confident that they can handle most situations without escalating. And in this case, you'll see in a moment, AI is unbreakable, of course, and it's very good at de-escalating tense situations. I honestly can't give these humans any disadvantage. I think that the humans did like they should. After a while, you should hang up the phone and it's completely justified. And although I didn't go completely overboard, I could have insulted them, but it kind of goes beyond what this challenge was meant to do. The time has come to compare our AI agent against the real-life results that we've just seen. We're going to walk through the exact same 4 types of calls and see if it's actually able to provide better customer service, or if it does get beat by a human. Great, so as you can see, that was a lot of fun, and I did have my fun with it, I won't lie. I do feel sorry for some of those receptionists I called. But now the real question, how does an AI actually stack up to this? So I've also prepared a demo that I recorded a few days ago to show you now. So let's cut to the demo, and you can actually see what this AI sounds like in comparison to a human.
Hi, Liam. Thanks for calling the Grand Hotel Geneva. I'm Kate. What can I do for you today?
Hey Kate, I'd like to stay for 4 nights with 3 people starting tomorrow. Would that be possible?
Okay, perfect, Liam. Let me check 1 second. Okay, sorry, but unfortunately that's not available, but I can offer you 1 day later. Would that work for you as well?
1 day later. Yeah, that's fine as well. What would the price be for that?
For your stay, the total price will be $582.
Okay,
Would you
yeah,
like
sure,
to
that
proceed with the
works.
book?
Let's go ahead and book that. Do you need my email and details again, or do you still have them from last time?
Yeah, let me quickly check our system for your information. Okay, perfect. I found your information and confirmed the booking for 3 people from June 21st to June 25th. I've sent a confirmation email to advancedsolutions@gmail.com. You can check in after 3 p.m.
Okay, great.
Is
Well,
there
thank you so
anything
much. I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Great, so as you can see, this is not a downgrade. It's 24/7 available. Sounds pretty human at this stage as well. And I can actually take some real-world actions and help you make bookings like a real human could. So the real question here is which one is better? And to be honest, there's nothing wrong with the human, right? But AI does have a few advantages. It's crazy cheap, right? It's 24/7 available, and I can also do many different languages. I've made another video on that. You can check that out up here. So let's actually get into the juicy part. What are the results? So as you can see here, this is a dashboard that we've built from a previous video that you can also watch on my channel, which is basically an AI for a hotel chain of 7 hotels. They were getting about 30 calls per day per hotel, which means 210 calls per day on all of them. And we instead had an AI do this. So as you can see here, and I'm going to have to blur out the phone numbers so that I don't leak any data. So I need to blur that out. But you can see that each one of these represents a phone call. And we collect all of this data to then analyze it later. And you can see some people made bookings, some had a question, and we can also see that in the pie chart here. It was about 86% bookings, then some questions. And I'll be honest with you, some of them were failures as well, right? 1.81% are failures in this specific time period. And failure doesn't mean that it destroys anything, right? It doesn't leak any data. Failure in our terms is just that if the AI can't answer a question and it has to transfer you to the front desk, because it can do that, right? It can transfer you to a human. This is what we call a failure. So yeah, that's also I want to show that because it's not perfect, right? It does have a few that it can't answer, of course, but this is shockingly good in all fairness. So what are the actual metrics, the juicy bit? Over a year, and just so you know, this isn't real company data. It's very, very close. But to protect this company, I've got rid of the name, and I've also changed the data slightly. So in case you recognize them somehow, there's no problems there. But this is very accurate. Great. So over a year, it will have made 721 phone calls, which is 210 phone calls a day. Time saved will be close to 5,000 human hours saved just because they don't need to pick up the phone and make bookings and send emails. We will have spent only about $18,000 on the AI, so that's less than a human salary for the year. And it will have saved, so this is actually already excluding this, right? So it actually saved over 100K, but if we subtract what we spent on the AI, it saves $96,511.01 in every year, basically. And the more you scale the hotels, of course, the more phone calls you get, the more customers you have, the more money you will save. But this is basically the data. And I think this is so interesting for companies to see because this is where decisions are made, right? This is how you can see if it actually works. And speaking of which, if you would like to work with my company and see how we can set this up for yours, then you're welcome to book a free AI consultation call using the first link in the description. I look forward to hearing from you, and I will see you in the next video.